Hey guys, Tiffy, welcome back to my channel and my journey. Don't forget to subscribe before we jump right into this video. So today I am going to be unboxing another item from, the beloved Louis Vuitton. So I picked this off of Vestiaire Collective, and I didn't know what I was actually looking for when I started. I just knew that the bags that I've already purchased are only sometimes functional, and I wanted something that I could use. I realized for my lifestyle, I need a crossbody bag. That's all I'm rocking these days is a crossbody. I need to be hands-free. So when I go out into the world, I can explore and text and walk all at the same time. So I went on a mission to find a crossbody bag that is actually affordable. So what I actually stumbled upon, because I'm also on a budget, is vintage bags. So I don't have any vintage bags, and vintage, I'm still trying to figure out what the formal definition is. There it is. I don't have a formal like Google definition of what vintage means, but I do know that it's old, basically. So I did not get one of the newer bags, like the they have like the Favorite and the Alma and the, I don't know if it's Alma or Alma PM or Favorite. It's a lot of little new ones that are super expensive. Ooh, here it is. I'm so excited. So I don't want to spend $1,000 on a bag because that's unrealistic right now. And that's how much, I believe it's the Favorite, or maybe it's the Ava Clutch or something. The little bags that are crossbody that are kind of small. They're pretty pricey actually. So you definitely have to spend like $8 if you're getting it on the pre-loved market. If you're getting it new, it'd be even more expensive. But on the pre-loved market, they're pretty pricey. So what I decided to do was start looking for I literally put in a search. I went on Vestiaire Collective, Fashion File, and I just put in crossbody Louis Vuittons and saw everything that popped up. And there were actually a couple of things that popped up that are considered vintage because they're no longer being produced. And this is one I decided to go with. There were a couple of alternatives. Oh man, it's great. But I selected this one because the price was super right and because it was crossbody. So this is going to be my first impression with you all. And here it is. Oh, wow. Oh, that's the back. I'm looking at the front. Here's the front. Oh, this is so cute. I'm really happy. And it's heavy. Oh my God, it's so heavy. How does it smell? Oh, shoot. I'm so excited. So this is called the Chantilly, and it is a crossbody bag. I got it off of, like I said, Vestiaire Collective. And the reason that I picked this one is because I wanted a crossbody bag that was big enough to actually hold something. I found a couple of other brands or styles that are also vintage that were a reasonable price, but they would just seem like they were way too small. And this one, for some reason, reminds me of it makes me want to go fishing. I don't know why, but every time I look at it, I just think I should be on somebody's boat in like white linen pants or fishing. I thought it was super cute. And like I said, again, it's crossbody. So it has, this here is going to get on my nerves. I know that already because I go into my purse a lot. And so I'm not going to want to have to fasten this. I'll bring it closer. I'm not going to want to have to fasten this every time I actually open and want to get into the bag, but I just thought it was so cute. And let's get to the price, shall we? Because I know that's what you want to know. It was only $360 before shipping and authentication fees. And so the last purchase I made, and another thing, it's vintage. It's vintage. It's leather on the inside, which is different than all the other bags that I purchased. And that was another reason why I wanted to purchase something that was vintage. And here's the cross strap. Oh, this is good. I am so happy with the quality. So I spent about 4 or 5 hours just looking around to see what I wanted. And there was another one. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put a picture up there for you that I was considering. And it's funny because when I went to Baltimore, I actually saw a girl in the airport with it. And the only reason I didn't get it because it was about the same price, because I love the shape. It was kind of like a rectangle. The only reason I didn't get it is because it was so small. It looked like it was small. I found 2 people with reviews on it on YouTube, and it just looked too small. So I'm trying to check out the straps and stuff. I know it's vintage, so you will have some wear and tear. And I just want to see if the wear and tear, see, this is a little tear on the handle. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm trying to decide if I'll even want to take a chance. Because if it falls, you can restrap them too. Because in my research, I saw a couple of people had them like this whole thing redone. I figure since I only paid $360 for it, it would be worth even $100 to do the whole restrapping. I don't know how much it costs. I would have to check. This is the back close up. It's a little wear on the back, but that doesn't bother me at all because I'm going to be using it and that's on the back. So you won't ever see that. So here's the strap. And there were two of them I was considering. And this one was about $40 more expensive. And the only difference, oh yes, the pocket on the inside. The difference between this one, which was $40 more expensive, was that the pocket on the inside, apparently I see a big issue with this particular purse is that the pocket on the inside has like white stuff or is peeling and is sticky. And so, yeah, but that doesn't bother me. Nobody's looking at the inside pocket, zip pocket. So there's like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some white stuff on the inside of the pocket. But for some of them, the pocket inside lining was completely missing and sticky. And it's so hard to look in there. But I don't know if you can see it really well, but there it is in there. There's like, it's like it's peeling. But the bag, I believe this bag was in circulation in the 1980s, if I'm not mistaken. And that's the decade I was born in. So considering it's 30 something plus years old, I think it's in good shape. And the price was definitely right. So I want to check out, my only other concern was, is it actually going to fit across my body? Because, you know, it was on a mannequin, it had pictures on a mannequin and it was like across the body. I know I'm going to need it in the last strap, which is it. Oh, this is another imperfection. Outside of the inside pocket, it's a little green here, which is gross, but it's so small. I could barely see it. They did reflect it in the pictures, but it was so small. I wonder if I could scrape some of this off. I don't know. If you know how to get this off, let me know. That'd be great. I really appreciate it. But yes, the reason I picked this is because it's so big. It's 10 inches. This way and 10 inches this way. Perfect amount of space for me. I can fit my wallet in here, my phone, everything. The inside is leather, which I absolutely love. Everything else I have is canvas. And there were only like maybe 2 pin marks in here at all. Yeah, I see one right here. I don't know. It's probably hard for you to see, but there's like one in here. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. And I like the leather like straps. They're cute. The one that was $40 cheaper, this whole thing kind of looked destroyed. And this one looks way better than that. But that one, the pocket on the inside was completely like perfect. And I was thinking, well, you can't see the inside pocket. So I would take some wear on the inside that's not on the outside every time, right? So that is it, you guys. I'm really excited about this and so happy. So I have 14 days to decide if I want to keep it. That's the deal with Vestiaire Collective. And that's the difference between Vestiaire versus Fashion File. Fashion File, they'll rebuy your bag up to 6 months after you've purchased it for 70%. Vestiaire, you have 14 days to make a decision. And then after that, it's yours. And all you can do is try to resell it, which is fine. But the reason on Vestiaire, be careful though, on Vestiaire, if you buy from a professional seller, you do have 14 days to return. If you buy from an individual seller, it's all sales final. So I always buy from a professional seller just in case I don't like it. So that's the thing too. And I tried to negotiate on this bag. See, this is some wear here, like a little bit of wear. And I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how sturdy I think it'll be, because I'd be devastated if these straps fall off. Absolutely devastated. But then again, I can always replace the strap with something else. You can get a strap off Amazon. There are plenty of places to buy a strap. I don't even care about it being the original strap. I do like this part though. So this is I'm not going to be too chatty, but I'm really happy with this. Like I said, it was $360 and I had to pay $30 ship, where I was like, dude, get out of town. Awful. And then I had to pay $7 something for the authentication fees, which I don't believe I paid just a couple months ago when I purchased I think I got my Speedy off of Vestiaire Collective. So they've maybe switched some things up. Keep that in mind. Maybe before the authentication prices were included in the bag and now they're separate, but I did have to pay separate for those 2 items, shipping and that fee. So it brought my price up to $397, but the bag itself was only $360. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. Oh, and that was another thing about this particular purse. There is no damage along the like creases, the edges. You know how just with normal wear and tear, sometimes you get creases in here. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So the only thing I'm concerned about, this looks like it's peeling up a little bit, but that's not the concern. I guess I would be more concerned about this strap because there's a slight tear here, if you can see it. And I don't know, considering the bag is this old, I really don't think I should complain. And and I've seen, like I said, when I was doing my research, people have redone all of this. So I'm not really, I could redo it and still pay less. If it cost me $200 to redo all this leather stuff, it would still cost less than my Speedy did. I think I'm okay with that. And this is more functional for my everyday life because, like I said, I love my Speedy and I love my Neverfull. I still have yet, I take that with me every time I travel, and I never can fill it up. It's insane. I love both of those, but the Speedy day to day is just hard. I feel like because I'm either carrying it over the crook of my arm or I am holding it, like maybe somebody could run up behind me, grab it and run. Like, this just scares me. So I feel like it's a little more safe if it's around my body. Oh, did I ever actually put it around my body? Let's see. So I have it arrived literally today. Oh, it fits. Okay. It's a little tight because, you know, I'm a little wide, but here it is. You see that? It was lower on the mannequin because the mannequins, you know, are like a size 2 and I'm not. But I think it's super cute. It'll totally work and I'm hands-free. Awesome. This is great. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you would like me to do what's in my bag, a review of how I like Vestiaire as opposed to Fashion File. Because now I've done I want to say I've done 2 purchases on each site now. So I can definitely compare. Yeah. And I will let you know how I like it. This is so cool. It's so cute. Totally worth the money. Totally. And it's been authenticated. I think I'm going to be into vintage because 1, everybody's not going to have this because it's vintage. And 2, I'm not paying $1,000 for a Favorite or a Alma or a whatever the other one's called. I'll link it here. Not going to pay that for a crossbody that's tiny. And this actually gives me like legitimate space. So I'm very happy with this purchase, fresh out the box, as you can see. And there is little to no wear and tear outside of this one little, the pin mark in the inside is fine. The little white stuff on the inside of the pocket is fine because nobody's looking inside that pocket. I'm going to run over this with like a Lysol wipe, of course. But no odor. It smells like leather. Yeah, it smells like leather. The whole inside is leather, which I really appreciate. And clearly, if it's whoever had this took very good care of it, considering it's as old as I am. And there's no wear and tear along these edges at all. And just minor, like even just minor patina. The patina is not even serious. So I would say this is a pretty good deal. I will say, I do wish the strap was a little longer, but I understand that back in the day, people were smaller. But as of today, I'm not exactly smaller. So I would like the strap to be longer. And if I ever had to replace it, I would get one that's longer. It doesn't even have to necessarily come from Louis Vuitton. I think I'd be okay. So yeah, I'm just looking at this, trying to see if I think this will be the only reason I return it is this little crease, this little tear here. If I was worried about that, but I don't think. I'm really happy. I'm happy, y'all. I got a crossbody. It was only $397, of which $30 was shipping. So definitely check out vintage items if you are at all interested in Louis Vuitton. And I've paid $200+ for Michael Kors purses. So keep that in mind. Michael Kors is nice. This is Louis Vuitton. Similar price bracket or whatever. So price point, price level, as they say. Definitely consider it. So I may still, now that I know, every time I buy a new bag, I learn something different. Now that I know that this is achievable, cheaper, more affordable, I'm definitely going to see what else I can find. All right, thanks for joining me. Comment down below if you have purchased a vintage Louis Vuitton before. What's your favorite Louis Vuitton bag? What's your favorite pre-love website? Because I've only tried Fashion Fair and Vestiaire Collective. So let me know if there's another site that maybe I should check out and see what they've got going. And thank you, as always, for watching. I'll see you on the next one. And once again, don't forget to thumbs it up. Toodle!